Alrighty. So I get guys ask sometimes of what kind of regiment I have in band practice. And so what I do is I I take 20 cuts per round. My first round is backside. That's I take 10 balls, ground balls through the 3-4 hole, 10 balls line drive through the 3-4 hole, down into the right field line. And my next 10, I go right center gap. I do 10. I try and hit one of the hoppers through the 1-4 hole, and then my next 10 are line drives in the right center gap. And then I work 1-6 to left center gap. And my left center gap is more sometimes when they have the 5-man on my pull side. You know how sometimes the 5-man cheats more middle and the shortstop kind of over in the 5-6 hole. So you still have that little gap in between the middle guy and the shortstop. So if you can hit a crisp one hopper through there, that'll be great. But so that's one of the things I work on. I work on 1-6 just in case if they play me on the push side, and then I work the left center. If the middle guy is on my pull side, I work between him and the shortstop. And then my last 20, I work the left center gap. And not that I'm a big power hitter or anything like that, but I really want to work on that left center gap because because of pitching. You can't, if they keep pitching you middle in, you don't want to force nothing to the opposite side. So if you can hit that line drive in that left center gap, that'll be great. So that's what I work. I work on the line drives in that left center gap. And also 80% of the balls I hit, like if I hit my first round of 20 to backside, I want to hit 80% of my balls crisp. If I have 2 bad swings, it's not that bad. Out of the 20 balls, I out of the 10 balls I hit in each 3-4 right field line, and then right center gap or 1-6 left center gap. Out of each 10 of those, if I can hit crisp 80% of those balls, that's a great round for me. And if I don't, guess what? We actually stop our round and you move to the back of the line. So it's good to work on that, because you figure if you can hit 80% of your balls in BP great like that when you get in the game, it's gonna come natural to you. And after I do my backside round, 3-4 right field line, 1-4 right center gap, and my pull, my middle pull, my 1-6 to in between the middle guy and the shortstop and the left center gap. I don't work much 5-6 because if you do pitch me inside, I stand enough off the plate that I still can hit the ball in left center gap. And then after I finish my rounds of BP, and then we have this drill where each player gets 20 balls, and it's normally 4 of us hit. Me, Eric Overstreet, D'Angelo Overstreet, and Andre Overstreet. We go out, and each one of us would have 20 balls, and out of each one, out of the 80 balls, we are chasing so many runs. So if we one hop the fence or hit a ground rule double, it's a double, and a home run counts as a home run. So we try and put a little pressure on ourselves at the end of BP when you're tired, because if you can do it when you're tired at the end of BP, you can do it at 100% when you're in the game. So, but yeah, that's it. That's what I do for BP, backside, middle, work both gaps, and at the end of BP, I do my power round, and that's it. I've been doing that now for, man, as far as I can remember. So, hey, it works. All right.